Hey Libras, hope you guys are doing great. I'm Island Turtle. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be your monthly intuitive messages for the sign of Libra. If you're resonating with what is coming up in this reading, there is a part 2 you can go ahead and dive deeper into. Links are below. You can find them on Patreon or Vimeo. Okay? All right, Libra, I would just want to go ahead and get started. Also, we've got website and socials and all that stuff too, but I want to get started on your energy. First of all, some of you may be gambling. So you may be up in a casino. I heard lucky number 7, and I was seeing that stereotypical sevens they have like on the slot machines. But blue is a big color. Yellow is a big color that was coming through for you. Some of you could be working with Oshun or Yamaya, however you feel you pronounce those, because also there's different pronunciations as well. But yellow, gold, blue, white, these are colors that were coming through for you, and I just realized what I'm wearing, which I felt the need to wear for your reading. That's probably why. But lucky number 7. Lucky number 7 and 777 at that too, Libra. You may be focused on your abundance at this time, or what is going to help you to feel richer in this life. Richer doesn't always mean material gain, but this whole gambling energy, maybe it is material gain for you. That's very Venusian. It's very, very Venusian for me, to you. What else is going on for my Libras here? Sapphire was also coming through as well, and they're showing me blue diamonds. I just heard blue diamonds. Are blue diamonds a thing? I don't know if blue diamonds are a thing, but again, sapphire is, I'm brought back to sapphire for that as well. So these could be crystals you're working with, or again, maybe you're buying jewelry. It just has this very like Venusian luxury, indulgent, yummy goody like kind of vibe with you. But yellow, gold, blue, white, these are colors. Silver, platinum. Okay, metals, you could be working with metals. Yeah, I would not be surprised if some of you are working with Yamaya or Oshun, or if they are coming to you at this time. That energy just feels very prevalent, or you're really in your feminine, or you're really in that like feeling good with your material gains or plane, if you will. But let's go ahead and dive deeper in for my Libras. What else is going on for my Libras at this time? I'm going to be using the Star Codes Astro Oracle. Flashy. What's with all this like bling bling stuff, Libra? It's very bling bling of you, but it feels very, very feminine. I feel like there is a little bit of that you're showing up in the external world. Maybe you have been working on your aesthetic, on your image. Maybe you just feel like that's important for you right now. People could be seeing you in this very like glittery way, image wise, a glow up, if you will, whatever word you want to use for this. I think you guys understand what I'm picking up on what I'm putting down for you. What else is coming up for Libra at this time? Yeah, Libra, there's something about the world of money for you right now. And as it relates to how people are seeing you, or even what you're prioritizing right now. So I don't know. Let's just see. Let's see what's going on. Any messages or insights from my Libras, please? Well, that makes sense. Taurus, your Venus sister sign, your second house. What would be going on in your second house? Not second house, sorry. That's so weird. Taurus does represent the second house, but for you, it's your 8th house. We do have Uranus over there. But also we have Venus and Scorpio, the opposite of that axis for you, which would be your second house. I've got pulled to your second house, and so I'm thinking it has more to do with that than Taurus. But again, Taurus rules the second house. So Taurus is about the legs on the table of our foundations, if you will. It's how we invest to build up our nest egg, how we invest to build up our material comforts. Also rules self-esteem, actually, and also rules the face. So again, something external that you are putting out to the world that people are seeing and appreciating. I feel like Libra, you are focused on accumulating things that make you feel good. And I think a lot of you, that's wealth or things that you can adorn your body with, is just what I'm feeling with you. Okay. You could be going through changes regarding your second house, which if you're a Libra rising, that's Scorpio. But if you're watching this, you're a Libra moon, etc., you got a different rising, that's okay. I just like to give the astrology where it applies for all who's watching. I feel like you're just feeling very supported by focusing on your money. By focusing on your money, by focusing on your aesthetics, what makes you feel confident, what makes you feel good in your body, what makes you feel financially supported. That's just where your focus is at right now. And because it also feels very feminine, you could also be very much just focused on yourself, which actually for a Libra is a good thing sometimes. Sometimes Libras, you can be way wrapped up into other people's stuff because you just want to play that middle, right? You just want to anchor and balance a situation. But when you turn that energy onto yourself, you can become this like very Venusian god goddess like sort of vibe. Yeah, we have conjunction coming out here. Oops, it was weird. My finger was covering it. Conjunction with alliance coming out for my Libras. When we do get into feminine states, sometimes there could be this reaction from the external for people to want to show up, for people to want to give even more or be very attracted to you or like magnetized. And I feel like that is happening for you. Like you're kind of magnetic right now. You're magnetic and people could be offering their help or support or assistance in some way. That's also making it easier for you to focus on you, to focus on your money, and even to focus on feeling good in your body, which is really nice. Can I get one more for Libra? Did you prompt this? That question just came through. Did you prompt this? I don't think you intentionally prompted this from other people. It feels like you made some sort of choice for yourself or you had some sort of emotional shift. And this is just the consequence of that. Pretty nice consequence. Can I get another card for my Libras? Oh, I'm getting animals. Wait, whoa. The animal kingdom just went. I just saw a white tiger. Very feminine. Very feminine. Also represents, oh, thank you. Sorry, a couple things coming in. The white tiger can also be a symbol of spiritual awakening or awareness or coming into your divinity in a way. But what I heard was blossoming. It almost has this feeling, Libra, like you are almost like in your personal spring is how this is feeling to me. Like you're at a peak of yourself in a way. The blossoming. I'm feeling like there's a little bit of fire in the background. I don't know how else to explain that other than how it wants to come through. I'm feeling a little bit of fire in the background. A ferocity. Is that gonna, I'm hearing Aries, which would make sense. Are you exuding that? Some of you are. I heard some of you are. Can I get one more card for Libra, please? There's some about fire. I just heard Leo. We'll see how that comes through, but I did just hear Leo really strong. We don't have anything in Leo at this present moment. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. Oh, I got hiccups all of a sudden. Oh. Sorry, guys. So Leo coming up. We have Vesta in Leo now. As I'm recording. Oh God, I hope these go away soon. As I'm recording, we have Vesta in Leo, which has been aspecting Pluto. Where is Leo for you? Oh, jeez. If you're a Libra rising, that is most likely your 11th house, 10th, 11th house, most likely if you're a Libra rising. Which to me is about reputation. Also makes sense if you were experiencing this external recognition, external praising, support, acknowledgement. It just feels like people are looking at you. Like people can't help but look at you. People can't help but approach you right now. People can't help but want to talk to you or want to offer you something. We are also in this phase too where Cancer being, well, Mercury and Venus being in Cancer is also helping that along. Like we all want to be a little bit more connected to people at this time. Ooh, ascendant, interesting. So this is basically the rising sign, if you will. So ascendant to me is, how do I want to say? This core aspect of self, this core aspect of identity. It also can represent, because the way the wheel works, right? It also can represent the true beginning of the first house. And it's funny, I was actually reflecting on this earlier. So this is just my observation as an astrologer. every astrologer has their own subjectivity when it comes to the study of astrology. But I also look at first house of the 12th house as our personal years in a way. So let me explain. For example, my ascendant is Cancer. And I do notice that around this time of year, when the sun starts to shift into Cancer, I do feel a little weird because I'm moving from the 12th house to the first house, and that can be a little bit uncomfortable. It's moving from the old to the new. It's moving from death to birth in a way, right? Literally going from the house where we close out karma to the house where we are coming out anew and fresh and new beginnings and being born and us and our sense of identity. And then as the year moves and progresses, right, second house, the third house, fourth house, fifth house. Fifth house is our house of play. That's when I typically feel very like I feel very lit when we come into Scorpio season, which for me, Scorpio is my fifth house. And that transition from like summertime all the way up to fall is always a little strange for me because it's the time of year, like summertime, when people are like out doing stuff, when I feel like I'm just kind of almost getting started on things to build up in my stability to then go and play. Like fall time is my time to play. But most people, they equate that to summer. So anyway, needless to say, whatever your rising sign may be, whether you are Libra rising or you are the rising of another sign, there's something about this beginning of a new, entering into a new phase, entering into a new cycle, or even having this like new year start that's coming up for you. So just take that as it resonates. But I just almost called you Taurus. Maybe you got some Taurus placements. But Libra, I feel like you're actually entering into a time where people are showing up to really support you and take care of you. Gotta be honest, because it's just what you're exuding. You're exuding this very like Empress like energy, which is you as well. That's Venus, but it's very like gold and blue, very like confident and radiant, but maybe also very expressive and peaceful. Like you're exuding so much femininity and so much comfort. It's very magnetic, and I feel like it is pulling people to you and pulling in support and opportunities so that you can be a little bit more comfortable and actually sit in your feminine a little bit more. Some of you, this could come in terms of like friendship or even partnership, but I feel like it's bigger than that. Honestly, I feel like it's bigger than that. And I feel like this is a cycle you have not experienced before, especially with Libra. Like, again, you guys like to show up a lot for other people versus really taking care of yourself. I feel like this is a time where it is about you and the support of others by others, support by others for you. But yeah, this coming out, I feel like really confirms that. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pull some other cards here for my Libras. Oh, I didn't even get all my cards out. Like they're out, but I normally have a few decks just on the table ready to go. Maybe that implies we need to go a different route today. Speaking of, I almost feel like I should just go with the Goddess deck for you guys, since you're in such Goddess energy. So I'm going to be using my combo deck, which is the Goddess Power Oracle and the Wisdom Goddess Oracle, Goddess Wisdom Oracle. I don't have the book anymore for that, which is very sad. But anyway, let's go ahead. Any other messages or insights for Libra? The goddesses that come out, even including the signs that came out, like Taurus, well, conjunction and ascendant are not signs, but you know what I mean, are also things that you can tune into. Especially in terms of the goddesses, you can call upon them for support, etc., especially if they're ones you already work with. I do. I feel like people are showing up to support you. I'm excited for you, Libra. And if you are gambling and you win a lot of money, congratulations. Can I get a card for Taurus, please, for Libra? Oh, yummy. Mawu. Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. What did I say? You're in such this feminine energy. It's almost like you are in a little bit of mother energy. Mother Earth coming out with Taurus can absolutely indicate prioritizing ways to cultivate resources or even to support resources like environmentalism or the earth itself. But this to me just feels very Empress-like. I just love it so much. It feels so Empress-like. It feels like, come to me, children. Like it does. It definitely feels like that, but not in a weird, creepy way. Just in a people seeing you and acknowledging you and wanting to support you as this very feminine Empress, goddess-like energy. And I know we're speaking in terms of like like female, right? So even if you're a man and you're resonating with this, just know that it is just an energetic thing, right? It's just an aspect of all of us is feminine, and we also have masculine aspects. But you understand what I'm saying. This to me definitely feels like almost like it just feels like this. It definitely feels like cultivation and building up of abundance, but it just feels really good. It feels like people showing up to take care of mother feminine, a force that needs support. A force that needs support. There's something about your energy, and again, I feel like it's come as a consequence of you having some sort of shift within yourself where people can see this mother energy in you and they want to do what they can to get you to sit in it. It's almost like there's even an undiscovered sense of magic that you haven't been able to enjoy, embrace, utilize, because it's required the recognition of others. I know how this sounds. I'm not saying like you're dependent on people's validation. That's not what I'm saying. It's more like you having this shift has allowed you to receive this. And since you're allowing this to be received, people are recognizing it more. You understand what I'm saying? Almost like the gates are open in some way, shape, or form. Very interesting. Very interesting. Some of you are actually getting in this, oh, thank you. Some of you are getting in this like mother leader sort of energy. I like that for you too. Some of you could be moving into a space where you do want to own a business or run a business or maybe just lead a project or something of that nature. But it has this like matriarchal leader, evolved leader. It's got a weird smell. I don't even know what to call that. It's not quite flowery. I don't know what to put on it. Earth? Maybe I'm just smelling earth. I'm just gonna say whatever just came through was very elemental, okay? Very elemental. You could be spending a lot of time in nature as well. But coming back, yeah, it feels like Libra, some of you are actually manifesting this in a way, or this is manifesting your life in a way so that you can be a matriarchal leader, whether you're a man or a woman. What that basically means is it's not this tyrannical way of leading or guiding people, right? It's this way of being where you do listen to what other people have to offer, and it is more circular versus a hierarchy, right? Everyone matters, everyone plays a role. Something about speaking. Hold on a second. What is this? Something about quiet. Only speaking when it truly is necessary and when it matters. There's something about that too, where whether this is something you struggled with in the past or it's just part of what we're moving through collectively, because this is also very collective, I feel. Sometimes I think people get captivated by those who talk a lot, who got way too much to say, who aren't really saying anything. You know, there is power in silence. There really is. There is power in just feeling someone's energy, the energy that they carry themselves in, and the energy they walk into a room with, right? Where you can be compassionate, you can be loving, you can even be gentle, but it doesn't mean people will mistake that for weakness because of the way you're carrying yourself. It's almost like some of you are actually going to become more quiet, but there's more power in that. And so when you do speak, it's almost like people will pay attention even more. Something about that. Also, the blue is coming through as I'm speaking about that. Oh, I better hurry. It's already 20 minutes in. All right. It's just a lot going on with that Mother Earth energy. Conjunction. Talking about conjunction for my Libras. Some of you could be meeting a Taurus at this time. That just came in really strong, or reuniting. I heard reunion with a Taurus or Taurus-like energy. Once everything is ready. Take that as you will. Once everything is ready. Once everything is ready. Can I get a card for conjunction, please, for my Libras? Am I taking... Which one am I taking? Okay, fine. I'll take both. Okay. let's see here. We have, ooh, Iris with communication with the rainbow tears, my goodness. And then Sertawin with potential on conjunction. Like I said, it feels like people coming to you, maybe even one person. It feels bigger than that though, I gotta say. It feels like tribe, community, family, like support coming through with potential and communication. Communication seems to be a key here for you, Libra. And again, I feel like you are utilizing communication differently than you're used to because you're taking much more of this like feminine way of being. It's interesting. It feels very commanding of the space, but you're really focused on self and you're really focused on your own energy. But it's like literally just I'm hearing allowance. It's allowing things to fall into place. Some of you may have really struggled with like feeling like you needed to make certain choices or put action into something or push certain things into place, only to realize all you really needed to do was take your hands off the wheel and just go like this. And just kind of wait for things to fall into place as they naturally wanted to. Some of you guys need to hear that. Some of you, it's confirmation that you doing that is the right thing. You would already be in the process of doing that is what I'm hearing. It's not something you're thinking about doing. You have made that shift. So coming back, communication and potential. As the helping hands arrive, that's how it's coming through. As helping hands arrive, yes, be discerning and be aware of what you truly want to align to / with. You may get helping hands that you don't really want the help from. This is why potential is here. And this is why you need to be discerning. And also allowing people to express themselves. I want to say actually more than you're expressing yourself. It's kind of strategic, but it also is just a consequence of being in your feminine energy. It's actually very Scorpio, which again, if you're Libra rising, is your second house. Anyway, because the more people talk, the more people really show you who they are and what their real intentions are. Like I always say, people always tell on themselves. And the less you talk, also the less you're going to give people, how do I want to say? The less you talk, the less 222, by the way, on the camera. The less you talk, the less information people will have to manipulate situations or to try to bend situations in certain directions. There is power in being quiet, okay? Let's move on to Ascendant. It's gonna be very interesting extended. Any other messages or insights for Libra, for Ascendant? Clyde is so cute. Sorry. I was like, how do I pronounce this? Abundantia? Abundance, essentially, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. That is what it says. This is the cycle you're moving into. Very Aquarius, by the way, as I'm looking at the imagery. Some of you could be an Aqua rising, or Pluto could be shifting into a house for you. Pluto is in Aquarius, 1 degree retrograding right now. Pluto will move into Capricorn September 1st. I feel the need to mention this here. September 1st, Pluto moves back into Capricorn. It's going to be interesting while Pluto is in Capricorn. I think it's going to be in Capricorn throughout September and October, and I think it moves back in November. But anyway, coming back. This is a cycle where it is time for you to receive, Libra. So embrace it, because it feels really yummy. It feels really good. It keeps coming back to allowance. It keeps coming back to allowance and also really getting into this powerful, like, Empress energy within yourself. I really keep wanting to say mother. I keep wanting to say that. And, like, again, regardless of your gender, it's like having this shift into your Empress mother energy allows people to recognize something about you they couldn't see before because you didn't allow it before, because you couldn't connect with it yourself. And so having that shift has opened the gates for that to take place. You see what I'm saying? Okay. All right, let's move into part 2. If this is where we depart, I hope you really enjoyed this reading. And if you're going to join me for part 2, I will see you soon. Bye, Libras. Take care.